Greetings friends, Steven here, and welcome to my top 5 nostalgic games tag video. So, it's been months now, I guess. YoshiKnuckles over on his YouTube channel had tagged me to discuss my top 5 nostalgic games, and I don't know, at this time of year, the apartment gets so hot. Summertime, heat, gross, who wants to do video stuff? But it's actually not so bad out today, and I was like, hey, you know what? There's that video I said I was gonna do a while ago for Yoshi, so I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I guess we'll keep the train rolling here. So, yeah, let's check out Steven's top 5 nostalgic games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're on my floor here, so we will bring them up. And we will start off with, it's not technically what you might expect. This is, of course, the Nintendo NX, or at least what people believe it's gonna look like. No, this is the Micro vs. System Donkey Kong 3 Game & Watch device. I picked this one. This is one of the first video game things I've ever bought with my own money new. As you can see, the box, I still have it, but it is a bit beat up. It's a super cool item nonetheless. 8K-302 Nintendo 1984. I remember buying this at this kiosk at one of our local malls, and this is like back in the time when like just buying watch batteries, you had to go to a special electronics kiosk, for an example, just to be able to replace the watch batteries in your watch. Anyways, let's check this thing out. Got a little instruction here. Super cool little device, to say the least. And that's all I have. I don't have any styrofoam at this point, but you know, I'm glad to show this thing off because it is really neat. So you're all familiar with traditional Game & Watches, like it's on the LCD games on like Tiger Electronics, where you have a static background, but as you play it, you get little moving images to sort of create the illusion of animation. But what's neat about these Micro vs. systems is that, as you can see, there's no controls until you crack it open. And look. Isn't that awesome? Up, down, left, right, and spray button. I love this thing. Huge nostalgia. Like you said, it was made in 1984, so it must have been fairly young when I bought it. Oh, if you want to see this in action, this is by no means a Donkey Kong 3 video, but as you saw, you crack that open in the back, and then it's pretty good, right? So you got your game there, and then dude, this thing is awesome. There's at least a couple more of these. There's like a Donkey Kong hockey one and a boxing one. But I would recommend, if you like LCD games, and I certainly do, definitely get yourself one of these. And if you want to put it all back, you just wind it back up. Isn't that awesome? What a cool item. And the batteries, they're going there. So yeah, these are not by any means the like my top 5 favorite games or whatever. These are just the ones that have the most nostalgic value for me, and this is certainly one of them. There we go. Whatever, I'll fiddle around with that later. Yeah. So number 1, Donkey Kong 3 Game & Watch Micro vs. System. I'll just leave that in the corner there. Number 2 is once again one of the very first games I bought with my own money. It is Mega Man 2 for the NES. Now, to be honest, I actually sold this original cart, but I recently picked up a replacement from one of our local retro shops. 45 bucks. That's probably not a bad price. It's in pretty good shape. It is fairly common knowledge that I do prefer Mega Man 3 to Mega Man 2, but you know, hey, this is a pretty good game too. I don't need to tell you guys, I'm sure everyone knows all about Mega Man 2 by now. But yeah, I still have the original box from when I bought it. I bought it from a store called Toys and Wheels. That was a neat little store. And yeah, there you go. Mega Man 2, second game. Alright. Third game is actually the game that I traded Mega Man 2 for. Probably the first game I've ever traded for. So the deal was, I've actually mentioned this like years ago in an earlier video when I was talking about some of our favorite NES games. But the deal at the time was, this is one of the very few games I owned at the time, and I was just bored with it. Like, I was like, yeah, Mega Man 2, whatever, it's fine. I kind of want to play something else, and there's this local store in town where you could trade in games for other games. Each game had a different value to them, though, not unlike modern day EB Games or GameStop or whatever. So I was narrowed it down to two games. It's either going to be I'd trade the Mega Man 2 and give them some money for Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Goblins, whatever, the NES game, or I give them Mega Man 2 and they give me, you know it's coming, it's Amagon, yeah, and money. So there you go. Confirmed. Amagon plus money, better than Mega Man 2. And yeah, so I believe this is the very cart I traded for. Man, this game, I don't know why people dislike it. Like, obviously, nostalgia values is through the roof, but I think it's pretty neat. I know J-Rock, the Game Rocker, recently picked up a copy of this game. Great visuals, great music, challenging gameplay, and Lumps the Clown is wrong. There's no glitch in this game. It is a perfectly fair video game. Just get good, son. Beat that Amagon. Once again, if you'll look through my YouTube channel here, you'll see ages ago that I actually beat Amagon on a whim. We were just going to play it real briefly, and ended up beating the game, which is really neat because I think that was the first time I ever beat the game. It is challenging, don't get me wrong, but it's certainly doable. So, that's game number 3. Got Donkey Kong 3, Mega Man 2, and Amagon. And the next one, I don't remember which order I got these last two in, but next two are going to be Super Nintendo games, so we'll throw in Final Fantasy II by Square or Squaresoft. Truly a timeless classic from an age when I actually had the free time to play a JRPG. I know a few people have actually listed this on their nostalgia game as well. It's kind of like how Final Fantasy VII is often a game people bring up. This is my Final Fantasy VII, so to speak, because I played this at that right time in my life when I had the time. Shout out to local bro Steve Bertrand, who I think this was the cart he originally owned, and we would play this game over and over again. It's crazy how much game time we got out of this game. Super cool game. I actually ended up finding another copy of this game and gave that over to him. Oh, I probably sold it to him. But yeah, excellent game. Obviously I'd recommend you play all these, but yeah, if you like JRPGs, this one is, it's been released several times over on pretty much every console you can think of. I was playing the one on Vita, which was actually a port of the PSP version, which has like updated graphics, and it's got this, it's actually kind of a sequel to this story, so check that out. Really great music, great battle system. It's not overly complicated like a lot of RPGs have become. You'll figure it out real quick, and yeah, cool game. So, last game. Now this one, I don't think anyone would expect me to bring up. It's actually a game I think my mom got me for Christmas when we were living in Vancouver for a year. It is The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare for the Super Nintendo by Acclaim. Not unlike Amagon, it is definitely a game that people might not know all that well or think it's very good, but I love this game. Sentimental, I guess you could say family sentiment to it. Because, you get presents from family, like, oh, that's nice, thanks, and it's not something you want. This is actually something I wanted at the time, and I remember it was very exciting in that special Christmas morning kind of way to actually get this and play it. And just take a quick look. I think I threw all the extra stuff in there out, but yeah. Neat game. It's like, obviously Bart falls asleep while he's got a big test he's got to do tomorrow, where his old grade depends on it, and as he falls asleep, you end up going into his dreams and all his a lot of references, but old, like early Simpsons seasons references. But the trick to this game is if you want a really good high score at the end, is that it all depends on how many points you have by the end of the game. If I had more time, I would definitely like to maybe do like a let's play or whatever of this game, but you know, it all depends if I can find the time, my busy adult lifestyle. Yeah, pretty neat game. If you like assorted styles of gameplay in your game, like there's one where you're Bartzilla, there's one where you're Bartman, Temple of Maggie, it's like Indiana Jones. One where you're like fighting Itchy and Scratchy, that one's pretty neat. Swimming through someone's DNA bloodstream, it's really weird. And the hub world, which is just generally Springfield, it's a really weird thing. Yeah, so there you go. Alrighty. So Donkey Kong, Mega Man, Simpsons, Amiga, Final Fantasy. There you go. Top 5 nostalgic games on behalf of the CatMax Gaming YouTube channel. So everyone, thanks for watching. Now this is one of those sneaky viral videos where you have to tag other people and they have to do the top 5 nostalgic games. I'm not overly keen on doing that, honestly, because it's just, we all have videos we want to make. It's just a matter of time and whether or not you can make them. But there are some channels that would like to shout out and see if they would indeed like to make a top 5 nostalgic games video like this. They are certainly welcome to do so. So I've got a list. We'll start off with Jay from Dullard TV. That's down, up, left, left, A, right, down. If Jay wants to do one of these videos, he has been officially tagged. And next up, this is Stephen Watercress, or Prince Watercress. He's always uploading videos of like retro Let's Plays, so I'm sure he's definitely got a few games he could share with us. So that's Prince Watercress. Next up, we've got Austin, Will, and Brian from Average Joe Gaming. I don't know if they still do YouTube stuff, honestly, but if they do, and if they all want to maybe do a group video, this might be a fun video for them to put together. Austin was actually on my my most recent episode of the CatMax Hypecast, so there you go. If you want to hear more of Austin, check that out. Otherwise, they do their own podcast. At least they did. I don't know if those guys are still around. You know, they have been officially tagged. And here's a fun one. Steph from Steph to Def. I know she used to do a lot of videos as well, and less nowadays. I mean, we all know the struggle. But if Steph does want to do a top 5 nostalgic games, she has been tagged. And finally, we'll tag Rob and AC, formerly from Bit Seizure, now from Game Life Balance Australia. We actually had AC on the Hypecast as well pretty recently, when we did those 2 Evangelion episodes. So, gentlemen, if you guys want to do a top 5 nostalgic games video, you have been tagged. So, that's it. Jay, Steven, Austin, Will, Brian, Steph, Rob, AC, and those are my tags, and these are my games. So everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. What's coming up on the channel? Still have it's months old. There's an old gamer haul I still want to upload, and then there's another gamer haul I want to shoot. I did shoot some more. Should I keep it? The audio is kind of crappy though, so I might not upload those. We'll see. Whatever. We'll figure it out. And yeah, I've been hoping to do more streaming over on Twitch, CatMax_gaming, all one word. And yeah, more Hypecast. Check those out live or the edited audio version, whatever works for you. All right, that's it. Everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.